All right, see, we're back. Nothing's changed. It's the same score. I just had to run and help my parents with something real quick, but I am back. Thankfully, they live close by. And yeah, so let's get back
It's
to
always
it.
a good thing when the defense is scrambling. Whenever
There's
there
Mac
was
Robinson
open
right
space on the
there.
perimeter, their shooters were able to locate it.
Outside Irving. Here's Marshall, coming off a 28-point game against the Lakers.
And he really dominated, working hard to control
Good
the glass.
defense. Good defense. Oh,
Boy,
the fall in.
surprised to
Yeah,
notice that.
great defense,
just
Freeman.
good enough to prevent that bucket.
Fires the three.
Catch.
Clutch's shot is
Oh.
off.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And he's headed to the
Oh,
line
bullshit.
for two.
That's not
He
a
gets the
foul.
whistle there. Well, Grant, it appears the league expansion is around the corner. Any concerns about spreading the talent too thin?
Not really, BA. I mean, the global pool of players competing for an NBA roster spot has never been deeper. So there's plenty of talent to go around.
Christie's checked in for Todd. Tyson, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And that's good as he hits both shots.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply
Still
don't
upset
want
Nick
to put him
signed
there.
fucking contract.
Pass to Money.
At least sign with a real shoe brand. Like a real
Shoots.
Converse.
Rebounded by Marshall.
He expects
Converse.
to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Takes the 12-footer and hits it. Marshall's got 6 points.
Yeah, he has a really nice feel from that spot, and the size gives him a clear advantage.
Well, sometimes when you've
Who
got
is this
size, your release
fucking
point is so high that
10-inch
you're
center
going to get a
that
good
they
look
got
no matter
starting?
what.
Yeah, Nick. Who's this 10-inch center that they got starting over there? Jesus.
And that one's good.
Tiny.
Wow, some strong perimeter shooting here in the first quarter.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
And they got to the line at a good clip, but couldn't cash in, and it ruined their chances.
One of the things that you know when you miss free throws is you're giving the team opposite you all the momentum. You're failing to capitalize on their mistakes.
Robinson gets the bucket.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
There we
Yep,
go.
that one
Rue.
goes.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Mavericks trail by 12. Here's Marshall. He has 6. Can't connect from 14. Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
Then we've got word on some action happening in the Eastern Conference. Shams, what's the latest?
Thanks, Brian. The Memphis Grizzlies showing they are eager to make personnel changes early on still in the season. They wanted to upgrade their front court, and they've done that by adding Nikola Vucevic. The veteran center continues to be a very efficient player
There
at
we
this stage
go.
of his career, especially as a scorer, and this franchise is extremely pleased they were able to acquire him.
Shams, thank you. Always some intriguing news breaking in the NBA. For Dallas, they've got 7 of 15 to find the net. Pass to Robinson. The 3. And it's Maverick with a
All
rebound.
right, Mac.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
And Clutch gets it to go.
Taylor.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
And what's surprising?
Get the Twitch up on my phone just so I can monitor this.
Surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that
Phone
three-point
with
shot. That has been their
Go.
preferred weapon tonight.
He buries it from 3.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
Pass to Freeman. Here's Money. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It goes on.
Yeah, and one for Rue.
Putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
So for Dallas, Hachimura's checked in for Mamukelashvili. Washington comes in for Marshall. And Todd subbed in for Robinson. Mavericks trail by 15. 44 seconds left in the opening quarter. And here's Todd outside. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Lopez has got 4 rebounds now.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Los Angeles shooting their second and third free throws tonight. Tyson, he's checked in for Los Angeles. It's both from the stripe. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. There's the drive. Good D by Sharp.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Pass to Freeman. Got it. Good job in the low post.
They've controlled the paint so far.
There we go.
That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
The first quarter concludes, and a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. It's Los Angeles up 19.
Maybe I'll still
We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action.
Because college games don't start till 6.
We welcome you back
Hawks
to
and
second quarter
Knicks.
action. Plenty of basketball left to play.
Yeah,
This
that's
one has
promising.
been one-sided so far. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Los Angeles.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. They're speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
They've got Todd. Rui Hachimura is out there with Washington. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Christie in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Here's Lopez, and it's Lopez with the jam.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Outside Irving. Three-pointer off the mark.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
There we
And
go.
Lopez gets it to go.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Now here's Washington. Defense is right there. And a nice finish on the layup.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Jerome on the wing. Pass to Lopez. Here's Jerome. Back to Lopez. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. And Los Angeles another 3.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
On the wing, Irving. Covered by Lopez. And here is Irving. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Lakers. Shoots over Lopez. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him.
Gets in the paint and drains it. Kyrie Irving, show off that touch.
Got a piece of it. And now the Mavs on the run. The quick look, no good that time.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Pass to Tyson. Out left to the wing. Here's Freeman. He's guarded by Irving. And the basket by Freeman. Freeman's got 6.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Down low. Todd with the bucket. Todd's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Pass to Tyson. And And the rebound goes to Dallas. And after this one, they're at home against Philadelphia. Here's Todd. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Todd's got 7 points for the quarter.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. So for Dallas, Marshall, he's checked in for Hachimura. Marshall comes in for Washington. And it's Robinson in for Christie. Los Angeles leading by 18. Pass to Lopez. Thomas outside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. When you look back at the history of the league, Doris, no position has evolved more than the center.
You know, B.A., that's a tremendous point, because you look at some of the best players in the league, they occupy the 5 spot. They're asked to do so much. Defensively, protect the rim. Be able to switch out and guard smaller players on the perimeter. Now you're being asked to be able to make shots from 3. I mean, the big man's got a lot of responsibility in today's game.
They are shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian, the Mavericks are looking to contend. Coach Jason Kidd said, we're trying to build a championship team, and it's not easy. Dallas has not talked about that for a long time. So to talk about that, it's pretty
Taylor.
cool. To be able to build it takes time. We have the personnel, we have the team. Brian, that's confidence.
Yep, and they're in win-now mode, Allie. Thank you. Irving looking around.
To a certain extent, you like the aggressiveness, but that's 2 fouls already. Take a step back.
Hardy, he's checked in for the Mavericks. On the wing, Irving. A go-to option for this team. He puts up nearly 17 a game. Marshall with the bucket.
And they seem to have found a nice groove here in the second period.
Money, pass to Lopez. Robinson with a steal.
Fuck you, Matt. Oh, come on.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Marshall. Give him 8. Outside Irving. Stolen by Sharp.
They've done a great job of protecting the ball tonight. That's just their first turnover.
That one goes. Count it. Thomas has got 7 points in the game.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Irving. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. 22 was their biggest lead.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
What's the stats looking like so far? Taylor has 16, Amru 13, Chris 12, Matt 7, Enrique 6, Nick 3.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend.
Oh, bullshit.
He is highly accurate tonight.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Smith, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Jerome comes in for Lopez. Thomas tries. Oh, my goodness!
That is incredible!
Powered it home!
That's
Fair
ridiculous.
and all. Did you see it? The reverse slam? That was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. And the power rankings look more concrete every day. Plenty of games behind us here in December. You look at Dallas, they've still got a solid hold on that 3rd spot.
And when I look at the Ballers, they're one of the top teams because they just play the game the right way. That's what's been clear early on.
Tipped.
Boy, nice job by Smith. Gets a piece of the ball without committing the foul. I'll tell you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Offensive board. Pass to Hardy. Here's Marshall. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts. Los Angeles leading by 21. Thomas. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Thomas has got 9 points in the quarter. A minute and a half left in the second period. Outside Irving. Pass to Marshall. 6 to shoot. Up and over Smith. Jerome grabs the miss. Los Angeles has gotten 21 points so far from three-point land. They're 7 of 10.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Robinson against Thomas.
What happened, Matt?
Robinson
What
passes
happened,
to
Matt?
Marshall. There's 53 seconds left to play in the second quarter. For three, Hardy. And it's Thomas with the rebound. Thomas has got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Money. The 3-ball. He drops it from range. Money's got 16 points now.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Robinson can't hit. Los Angeles has got it going from distance in the second quarter. 4 of 5 from deep. And it's in there.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
To end the run. And it's Thomas with the rebound. Thomas has got 6 rebounds in the game. Banked it in off the glass. Thomas has got 13 points now in the quarter.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. It's Los Angeles opening up a huge gap. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Half-court shot. Okay, they're thinking about the shot.
She granny shotting that? Listen, if that was Cleveland, we would have had like 5 of those bitches made already.
The way they have owned the paint, not only will they win the game, they might not even sweat in the fourth quarter.
And now a subject that's always of interest, player movement around the league.
If you're looking to add more double-doubles to your stat sheet, Vucevic is the right guy for you. He's a
Thanks
That's
as
an
always for
interesting
watching.
trade.
Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. And for Dallas, they're shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip. And so in the game for Los Angeles. And it's Money in at the 1 spot. Back to Robinson. The 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Mavericks got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Clutch. Connects from downtown. Clutch has got 19 points.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Here's Marshall, and there's the slam to finish it off.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. And blocked. That one
Ooh,
goes
okay,
careening off the
Winston. He
glass.
played mad.
Away team.
Oh, bullshit.
Second personal
Why is
foul.
the animation like
First team.
not a steal animation? Let's just hold him in place.
Pass to Todd. Here's Marshall. From the high post, he drills it. Marshall's got 12.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot, but right now this guy is cooking.
Money, the pass to Thomas. Out to the wing. There's the 3.
Oh, that was
Clutch's
way-
shot is off. The Mavericks have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Good defense.
Thomas has got
Taylor.
rebound
Oh,
number 7
yeah.
tonight. Pass to Money from behind the arc. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
Here's Todd. And it's Thomas with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. And
1 of
once
4.
again, off
Holy
the mark
shit,
by
we
Los
went cold.
Angeles. Here's Marshall. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Deflected. Money, the pass to Maverick. And here's Thomas.
Oh, we got Mac on us?
It's hauled in by Robinson.
Oh my goodness.
Robinson's
Goddamn.
got 4 rebounds now. Here's Marshall. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez. Here's Thomas. That one's true.
Thank you.
And that's 9 for 12 for him now.
Simple. The closer you are to the hoop, the better your chance to score.
Todd passes to Mamukelashvili. Here's Todd. Outside Robinson. Here's Marshall, covered by Lopez. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez. Pass to Clutch. Fires from deep. Buries it from 3. Clutch has got 6 points in the quarter.
Now the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
Here's Todd. And the layup falls.
Dilly.
So it's Los Angeles now. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Pass to Money. Here's Thomas. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Big time two-hand slam.
And right on top of the defender, too. That's got to feel good. Outside Robinson. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. And it's good for 2.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Thomas, right side. Wing shot on the way. And that one's good. Mavericks got 5 points.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
Marshall can't hit.
Well, this guy cannot get started, and the offense overall has been a struggle because of it.
Money. Offline with a 3. Well, the Mavericks shooting just 36% in the third.
Oh shit. Bad switch.
Here's Marshall. 12 points for him. Fires the 3. The shot comes out.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Money with the bucket.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Todd. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Todd's got 4 points this quarter.
That's about reading the floor. Hits his man right where he wanted it.
Pass to Money. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Marshall. Marshall's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Here's Maverick. 5 points in the game.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, not content to take what the defense gives them. I mean, they're attacking the gaps and getting the ball inside.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
And Dallas making a change here. Irving's checked in. Here's Todd. Blocked. Pass to Freeman. Going all the way to the rack. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Huge size disadvantage for the defense. Might as well just get out of the way.
And there's the screen. Looking to end this cold spell. Marshall with the bucket. Marshall's got 14 points.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Thomas against Robinson. Pass to Maverick. Jerome on the wing. Thomas with the ball. Here's Tyson. And the three off target.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Marshall with the bucket.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten 7 of 15 shots to hit in the second half.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
Dallas is gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. It's deflected, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Thomas. So for Dallas, Hachimura's checked in for Mamukelashvili. And Christie subbed in for Robinson. Sharp, he's checked in for Los Angeles. We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter. The shot's good.
Well, there are times where the court vision gets questioned, but Rui Hachimura, the delivery, sets up his teammate. Really well done.
Now here's Thomas. Not a lot of room. Freeman misses. The Mavericks shooting at about 44% so far. Marshall passes to Hachimura, and it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Wow, the ability to get off your feet in a hurry. Rui Hachimura with the dunk.
And for Los Angeles, they're shooting 70% from the field, a performance that has been fun to watch. Freeman misses.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Thomas.
Oh, wow! Incredible!
And he goes in for the dunk.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Todd. The bank shot, no good. It's intercepted. And they're pushing it up. Here's Irving. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Dallas shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Irving. Here's Tyson. Here's Thomas for 3. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Los Angeles cruising into the next quarter with a 30-point advantage. Well, it's clear the defensive focus was to shut down Kyrie Irving, because so far it's working. Time. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you
That
want
was a
skill
simple
and
handoff. What you
decision-making at
mean?
every
You got
position.
point guard in them when you're making passes.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Rui Hachimura. Najee Marshall is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Christie in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Got it.
Well, what do? If you play up on Kyrie, he'll go by. If you back off him, he'll pull up. Pick your poison. Doesn't matter.
Here's Jerome. 3-pointer, no good. Here's Christie. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Freeman's got 4 rebounds now. Robinson with a steal. Here's Irving. Rebounded by Freeman. Freeman's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Collier. Robinson defending. Inside. Here's Freeman. From 10 feet away. And that one hits the back.
Come on.
The Mavericks have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. And we're starting to see some big contracts for NBA head coaches, Doris.
Well, BA, whether we are talking about player contracts or coaches contracts, the cost of business is the cost of business. And coaches, to me, earn every penny. Because what happens when teams underperform? The first fall guy is typically that head coach. I have zero problems with the salaries.
Robinson gets the bucket.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Let's have a look at the early favorites to compete in this year's three-point contest. Many of the top shooters in the league.
Most of these guys are going to collect a ton of votes. And if this is who makes the final cut, then it's going to be a year to remember.
He's gathered enough votes to currently sit at the number 4 spot on the list. He must be excited about the prospect of competing in this event at All-Star Weekend.
And it's obvious the fans want him there as well. He's a dangerous man from beyond the arc who could have a real shot at winning that event.
And as we continue to count the votes, we'll update you on any changes to the list. No matter who is in it, though, it's going to be fun.
Maybe this is the year we see a perfect score. Who knows? I'll be sure to be locked in on all of
Good
All-Star
shit,
Weekend,
Enrique.
especially the three-point contest. Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Robinson on the wing, takes a 3, and good. Coming on the assist by Irving.
Fuck you, man.
Irving's got 5 assists in the game. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Tyson.
Kyrie Irving? Playing
Freeman.
defense? Why, I never.
Rebounded by Marshall. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
To the right side. Here's Freeman. And he drops it in from the low post.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Timeout,
And
timeout.
Dallas calls time here. Well, Grant, in terms of scheduling, you see any way to eliminate back-to-backs?
You know, I'm not a big fan of eliminating back-to-backs, but
Let's
to
see.
answer your question, BA, you have 2 choices.
And we
Either
got
fewer
Bronny.
regular
It's
season
Bronny
games,
time.
Or extend the season by a few weeks. I don't think either one of those options is in our future.
Smith, he's checked in for Los Angeles. James comes in for Tyson.
Bronny on
For Los
Kyrie.
Angeles,
Let's
they've gotten
go.
3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. The shot by James,
Where's
no
the
good.
foul, ref?
For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Marshall passes to Todd. Here's Mamukelashvili. Off target from 3-point range.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. James has got his first 3 points of the game.
You have to show more effort defensively. Everyone knows he can do that from deep.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
Irving, that's good.
It's very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
Here's Jerome. Pass to De Silva. Here's Freeman. And out of bounds, the Mavericks will take it. Okay, here's what the schedule for the Dallas Mavericks looks like. On Friday, they'll be playing against Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers. And then on Sunday, they'll defend home court against the Utah Jazz.
Some might look at this schedule and already mark off how many wins they'll get, but I think that's a mistake. You can never take a night off in the NBA. Even the ones you think will be easy are tough.
Smith passes to Jerome. Here's Freeman. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
And it's good. 2 points.
Listen, he hits that shot on a regular basis. Give credit to the offense for getting him a clean look.
Robinson against James. Pass to De Silva. James up top. Smith right side. 5 on the clock. Here's De Silva. For 3, James. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Marshall's got 11 rebounds in the game. Robinson can't hit.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Oh, shit.
And big finish by Robinson.
The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Up the floor.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. 3 minutes.
No good on the free throw. And you look at the development of AI. How might it affect the league going forward, Doris?
I think there's so much to be learned, Brian, about that exact thing, whether we are talking about the league or whether we're talking about society to a greater extent. As it relates to the league, how will teams employ it for scouting? Does it impact shot selection or player contracts? Maybe even the negotiation of the next CBA. Truth is, we really don't know. What we do know, it's coming fast.
Smith with it. Marshall's there. Back to Smith. Here's Jerome. On target from range. Jerome's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him at all times or he will bury you.
Here's Marshall. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Pass to De Silva. To the inside. Here's Tyson. Here's Freeman. Jerome on the wing. Here's Freeman. Good. 8 buckets in 12 attempts.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Ballers.
They made a point to get some good looks.
Yes, they were able to pound the ball inside. I love it.
And this will go down as win number 25 for them this year.
And they have to feel pretty good about themselves, taking the first 2 games of the season between these teams.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you
no,
knew this was a
fuck that
monster game
bullshit.
for the Monster.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the 4th quarter. Pass to Todd. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Bates misses. Dallas has gone 2 of 6 so far in the 4th. Robinson passes to Marshall. Soft touch off the glass.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Now Los Angeles with it. Here's Bates. They get it back. From deep. Knocks it down from distance.
3rd time.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Goes up on the wing. Marshall with the bucket.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Here's Marshall. Pass to Marshall. Fires the 3. Drills it from deep.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
Jerome passes to Holmes. Here's Bates. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. So it's Los Angeles picking up the win. To walk into enemy territory
Look
and
at
deliver
that.
a performance
Let's
like
see how
that,
the final
that
score
says a lot
worked
about
out.
this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill.
What did I even have? Winston had 26, 11, and 8. I had 25, 9, and 9, just shy of a triple-double. Damn. Taylor had 22 and 1. Amaru had 19 and 6. Enrique had 19, 5 and 2. Chris with 12 and 8 and 4. Nick with 7 and 5. Monty Bates off the bench with 6 and then 3, 3, 0. Okay. Still solid overall. Solid overall. Solid team dub. Solid team dub. And now we move on to this. Ooh, yes. This game with the Magic I've been looking forward to Connor on his new team. We get to see Connor on his new team. Ooh, how's he? Let's real quick. Let's do it. Let's do a wellness check on our boy. Connor Breedlove. He's averaging 19. Higher, much higher usage and whatnot. We like seeing Connie succeed. So yeah, let's go. He's already scored almost half of the points he did last season, and they're only 27 games into the season out of it. They're not even at the halfway point. He's about to be a most improved player. No doubt. No doubt.
Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. So, Brent, when you were playing, what was your approach to the first game of a back-to-back? Anything different?
No, really nothing different, Kevin. I mean, the games just pile up. So go back to your routine, staying with your routine, making sure you're on time with when you eat your meal, when you get to the arena, when you're doing your pregame warm-up. A lot of those things
spooky old boys have to play each other again.
To what it is
Always
your body is about to go through to compete every night on an NBA floor.
Here are the starters for Los
It's just
Angeles.
how this will always sometimes, I guess.
We've got Maverick. Money out there with Clutch. Then it's Thomas. And it's Lopez in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Thomas. And they pick up 2.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Here's Ben Carroll. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And you want to talk about winning recipes? These guys have it. 21 wins in a row. That's right, 21.
So few teams in the history of the NBA have ever put a streak like this together, so it's really impressive. My prediction, the streak continues.
Now here's Lopez. Last game he had 12. And that's a foul called on Franz Wagner. That is his first foul of the game.
Okay.
First team foul.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Trains it from beyond the arc.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Easy Breezy. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Orlando, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Drills it from outside.
A glance around the floor pays off, and Wagner spots the open man.
Here's Thomas.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Now, here's Ben Carroll. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. Count it.
Bigger than your average guard, Suggs can score all around the floor, including down low.
Thomas, good. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Easy Breezy. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Easy Breezy's got 5 now.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up.
I'm a little upset I couldn't put the dad on Connor's
That's one
head.
that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And the Ballers decide to take their first time out here. LA's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Money passes to Thomas. It's tipped. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. 9 points in the game so far.
And just a solid way to start the game. 4 or 5.
Suggs up top. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Clutch can't hit. Orlando trail again. Here's Ben Carroll. And finished off by Ben Carroll.
And how about Ben Carroll showing some passion there, going in hard and finishing right at the rim.
And Lopez throws it down.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
And Caro outside.
Oh,
Foul
horse
on the
shit.
shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star grade in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
The Magic making a switch here. Murray's checked in. Here's Clutch. His last outing we saw him pour in 22. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now, here's Banchero. Trailing by 2.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, have you settle for
Oh,
the layup
no.
when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Here's Easy Breezy. 5 points in the game. And it's Banchero missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And Wagner's got the ball here for Orlando.
Well, I mean, they lost their last matchup with this team, and foul trouble really plagued them throughout the game.
And they had a few important guys sitting there on the bench at a time when they really could have used them on the floor. They have to play much more in control here tonight. Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Banchero against Lopez. Kicks it out to Wagner. To the right side. Here's Dunn. It's blocked. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Max Strus is checked in for Orlando. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Tyson's checked in.
Yes, they did.
Here's Easy Breezy. Can't get it to fall.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Here's Money. He's been a nice option for them offensively. He's averaging more than 17 points a game.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Now, here's Banchero. It's a 3-point game. And there's the foul. It's on Clutch.
Damn.
That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Strus finds Dunn. Murray outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Banchero. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
A moment here to look at the numbers for Money. His last 10 games have been exceptional, averaging about 18 points per, 7 assists, and 2 rebounds. And it says a lot that when we see numbers like this from him, we aren't even shocked. He's that good.
Yeah, we really have just grown to get
My
used
game
to
glitch?
his greatness, and that's the level for him.
Taylor,
that
you
he's
asked me
on
about
right now.
glitches. Let's. Motherfucker. There we go. God damn.
Both free throws good from Banchero.
What you like about Banchero, he's built to carry an offense in both temperament and talent.
Money, no good. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Easy Breezy. Bangs home the trifecta. Easy Breezy's got 8 points.
God
We'll
damn.
see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here's Murray. No scoring in this one from about 16. Rebounded by Freeman.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
And there's the drive.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Dunn sets a screen for Banchero. Off target with his 3. Los Angeles leading by 3. Here's Clutch. Oh. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Here's Easy Breezy. Coming in off a 21-point game is Ross Gowan. The Magic again can't hit. And here is Los Angeles now. Things really clicking for them at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. The 17-footer. And off the fryer, and in it goes. And now a 7-point Los Angeles lead. Orlando's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from 3-point range so far in the first. Shot to stop the run. It's good. He's got 10. Here's Money. He's got 5. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Bowlers lead by 7.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And so it's Los Angeles.
Is that literally just
with a 7-point lead as we
Connor
wrap up
and Paulo show? That's what I'm curious about. Is this Connor and Paulo show?
And for those who are just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. All right, well, look at how the...
Yeah, it's literally just the Connor and Paulo show.
Points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
Taking a look at the Bowlers. We've got the professor, and it's Tyson in at the small forward position.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
And so here's Orlando after Los Angeles picked up 3 with their last shot. They set the pick. There's Wagner with the 3. Outside for Murray for the 3. No good that time. Los Angeles leading by 8. Here's Lopez, rejected by Murray.
That's where Murray's length comes into play. Tremendous advantage.
Inside, wide open look. Chalk up 2 there. Murray's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Back to Sharp. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Lopez from long range. Lopez with another miss.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of performance he's
team
having.
ain't no joke.
In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night. This story in the second quarter, much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
In 2023, and Brent, you and I remember this, Keegan Murray set an NBA record with 11 consecutive threes in one game.
Oh,
What
Chris
an
dodged the layup.
unbelievable night to witness that kind of consistency in a guy locked in like that. I mean, that's different, and it speaks to Murray's focus.
Damn.
This guy has so much
Got
more
everything,
to
I
contribute
got
to a team and room
everything.
to grow. That night was special, Kevin.
And the Ballers call time here.
I don't even know how much I do. Watch that, cause I came up, that's on me. No proof, that's on me. That's on me for
And we're
real.
about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin,
Oh my
Franz Wagner
goodness.
grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively, and talking trash is welcome. I had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. And that combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks.
And this really is the story of the game. They've been outstanding from beyond the arc, especially in the second quarter.
Pass to Suggs. Fires away from way outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Whoa.
Oh my goodness.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Here's Suggs, and the Ballers getting their last shot to go. And it's Wagner missing.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that
Damn,
that
Chris.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Now, here's Suggs. Really struggled in the loss against Cleveland.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. Releases from the wing and drills it. Thomas got 16.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Banchero's checked in for Orlando. Easy breezy comes in for Max Strus. There's the screen. Banchero, right side. Jacks up a three. Gets the three-point of the phone. He's got 15.
Man.
And bringing here some players now having their shooting motion analyzed with optical recognition. More data for the shot doctors.
Well, Kevin, information is one thing, but disseminating that information and being able to communicate that to a player is really where the rubber meets the road. How are you going to help him grow with that kind of analysis?
Orlando's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Pass to Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
What a slam from Wagner. When he gets that close, he is going for it.
Jerome passes to Lopez. Nailed from three-point land. And the Ballers lead by 2.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll.
Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And I know Coach loves to see Banchero get rolling out there. He is capable of some serious production.
Pass to Freeman. And here is Thomas. Knocks it loose. Here's Jerome. The three-pointer off the mark. Now, Wagner. And it's Tyson with the rebound.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now, here's Wagner. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Murray's checked in for Wagner. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Take a look at the Cavaliers. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
Well, I think for Los Angeles, they were projected to be one of, if not the best team in our league, and thus far, they have not disappointed.
Here's Jerome. Nothing on the board.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
1:49 left in the first half of basketball.
And and they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
To the left side wing. Here's Clutch. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Easy breezy, no good. And so Thomas will bring it up for Los Angeles. 4-point game. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways.
Who fouled?
To get their guys good looks.
Well, there's probably a good feeling in that last game that the mid-range worked, the long-range worked, the inside game worked. The best feeling was the crowd leaving that building, not in a good mood.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Dunn comes in for Goga Bitadze. And Wagner subbed in for Keegan Murray. Now, here's Wagner. 26 points for him last game against Cleveland.
That's the aggressiveness they want
Wagner
to have. Force the defender into a tough spot.
Orlando shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Los Angeles leading by 3. Here's Clutch. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got his 5th assist in this one.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Banchero outside. Pass to Wagner. Lets it go with a 3. The rebound by Sharp.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Back to Thomas. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Paolo Banchero. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Banchero against Thomas. A slam dunk by Thomas.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. And Los Angeles guys shooting fantastically in this game. 62% from the floor. Pass to Clutch. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. 3-pointer. And so that brings the first half to a close. Ballers lead by 8. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
Thanks for joining us through the first half. There is still some work to do for the Orlando Magic.
Well, they're getting up a lot of threes, but the percentages are not the best.
Yeah, that defense can live with them shooting in the low. All right, guys, time. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin.
Got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. What a game we're seeing from the Monster.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot, so right now he's feasting.
Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. Easy breezy out there with Jalen Suggs. And it's done at the 5, controlling the pace. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley. And it's Banchero missing.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
The Magic trail by 8. Here's Suggs with the drive. Excellent D from Thomas. Money passes to Lopez. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
And here is Los Angeles now. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Money passes to Thomas. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Maverick. His first shot coming late.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Trying to break that ice cold streak. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Well, over 80% from the line for his career. You do not want to foul Franz in the act.
Both free throws good from Wagner. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Thomas against Banchero. And then Thomas with the jam.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Pass to Easy Breezy. Back to Suggs. Here's Easy Breezy. The 3. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Basket counts.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Now, here's Wagner. He's got 9.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Here's Maverick. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Mavericks got the lead up to 14 now for the Ballers.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Thomas passes to Money. They get it again. The kick out to Lopez. Out to the right wing. Pass to Money. 5 to shoot. And Thomas with the stuff.
And guys, it doesn't matter who you're rooting for. You've got to appreciate a reverse jam like that.
Greg, those kinds of dunks are how reputations are built.
Yes.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the NBA has split its draft into 2 days. The league's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, says rosters have expanded and you're seeing a larger influx in talent. A lot of times,
yeah, Nick, hit it, boy.
This format will do justice to those slept-on players. Kevin?
Yeah, good stuff, DA. Some Hall of Famers from that second round, for sure. And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Taking a look now at some numbers for Clutch. The past month has been surreal. And with a top 20 ranking and field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And back to your point, he's second in three-point accuracy. A lot of that has to do with mental toughness. It's just hard to force him out of his comfort zone. Now, here's Wagner. He's got 9. Pass to Suggs. And he's good on the 3-ball. Suggs has got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Thomas passes to Money. Banchero grabs the board. Banchero's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Now, here's Wagner. Over to the left wing. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
To the right side. It's Thomas, high post. Banchero's there. Clutch can't hit. The Magic trail by 13. Here's Easy Breezy. Misses the 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Thomas goes in. Lets it go from 14. A nice shot by Maverick. Mavericks got 9 points now in just the second half. Orlando's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Dunn misses. Los Angeles leading by 15. Wagner outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Mavericks got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Pass to Clutch.
There we
That
go.
one falls coming off of Thomas's feet. 20 points for Clutch.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
No one near Banchero as he lets it go. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And getting some revenge. Banchero putting them on notice at the arc.
He digs the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want. The other, not so much.
This team did something at halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
So it's Orlando now, and the Ballers getting their last shot to go. A minute 50 left in the third quarter. To the left wing. Thomas down low. He's defended by Wagner. Traps in the tray. Money's got 10 points in the game.
Whoa, rare achievement. Finish the game with all 5 starters in double-digit points.
1:31 left here in the third quarter.
Hell yeah.
Pass to Easy Breezy. And he's fouled.
Oh, that wasn't a foul on. Oh, come on.
The points at the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3-ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys.
What's the box score? I'm curious. 13 assists. Holy shit.
They're focused, they're wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
Here's Wagner after Los Angeles picked up 3 with their lunch. Good. 11 points in the game.
So smooth off the bounce. Wagner makes it look easy.
Pass to Money. Outside for Thomas. And then Thomas with the dunk.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Here's Easy Breezy. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
You got to get up tighter than that. Some players you can give that much room to, but not him.
Outside for Thomas. Pass to Maverick. And close. That one doesn't drop.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Struz passes to Easy Breezy. Got a hand on it.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Lopez, no luck. With 1 on the clock, he doesn't hit that one. And so it's Los Angeles taking a 19-point lead into the break. And with as many 3-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Thomas, and it's Freeman in at the 5 spot. Suggs finds Murray. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And it's it. points for Keegan Murray.
One thing you could say about Murray, he is efficient.
Jerome passes to Clutch. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Thomas. No good off the back of the rim. The Magic trail by 17. And Banchero, here we go. And finished off by Banchero.
And look at Banchero go, taking off before the defense has a chance to load towards the ball.
Here's Jerome. From outside, off the mark.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Strus passes to Johnson. Misses the baby hook. Los Angeles leading by 15. Pass to Tyson. Strus against Thomas. Shoots the three. Clutch, good. Clutch has got 23.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
That's tipped.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Out to the right wing. To the inside. Pass to Thomas. Slam dunk by Thomas.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now, here's Banchero. The shot's good. Banchero's got 4 this quarter.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Over to the wing. The baseline J. Outside for Thomas. Here's Clutch. And it's off from three-point range. The Magic trailed by 18. Stolen. Here's Freeman. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball... Fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Here's Banchero. And it's Tyson with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 20. Here's Freeman. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
There's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that.
Oh shit, you got 8 points. Dig it.
That area and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Now, here's Suggs. Shoots from the elbow, and it's Tyson with the rebound. Tyson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Thomas from downtown, and another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Suggs passes to Murray. Here's Banchero.
Shit.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And he uses the glass on the layup. Banchero's got 9 points here in the second half.
And he's going to be a consistent scorer when he can get those shots to fall. Defense has to do a better job against Banchero inside.
Now here's Thomas. And then Thomas with the jam.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Now Banchero. For 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Clutch has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Pass to Tyson. Off target from three-point range.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 14-4 run right now. And the basket is good.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Orlando making some changes. Donnie's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Franz Wagner comes in for Murray. And Easy Breezy subbed in for Max Strus. Now, here's Suggs. And stolen by Sharp. Here's Collier. And the layup is good.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the
And
break, right
please
at the rim.
Yeah, anything other
By the
than a layup in that
confusion.
situation,
That's what
probably
the word is
disappointing.
to
Had
be.
numbers, took
Hey.
advantage.
Sharp against Dunn. Shot on the wing. The Magic again can't hit.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
From about 16, De Silva, no good. The Magic shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. And done with the slam.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Here's Collier. The Magic getting the bucket. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Count that one. Collier's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Suggs kicks to Banchero. Shakes him. It's good. Banchero's got 11 in the second half.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Sharp against Dunn. Dunn with some nice D. Wagner, right side. Now, here's Banchero. Defense is right there. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Los Angeles.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-game.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for the Monster.
Now, serving up feeds all night long. He was the best teammate that they had on the floor.
Here's Collier, and stolen by Dunn. Pass to Easy Breezy. No one near him. And he overshot that one, missing.
I'm shocked he missed that wide open look. He has to feel embarrassed he blew that one.
The shot no good. Tyson. Here's Suggs. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket. Shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
Oh, strong move by Suggs inside, not allowing the contact to hold him back.
Here's De Silva. Jerome. His three-pointers off the mark. And now Orlando on the break.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for the away team.
And it's the Magic with the ball. 11 feet away. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Banchero's got 30 points.
Oh, nice touch from the mid-range. Banchero, it's great watching his confidence continue to grow. But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this one.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily.
All
A resounding
right.
victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you.
Good team dub. Good team dub. Let's simulate to the next game and save. Alright, we save now. Damn. Let's take a look at the standings right quick. Us, then the Mavericks, and then Shug's Lakers are creeping up there. See the rookie. The road races aren't out yet. The Blurs are the rookies of the month. Rookie report. Winston is leading the way with all rookies, followed by Jay, then my buddy Mitch, then Mac, then Dilly, and then Chris Anthony Lopez. All right. Oof. Winston may seriously get MVP. I ain't even fronting. This motherfucker may get MVP. All right. Well, with that, folks, that is it for me. So, signing off, I am Matt. I don't think I'll be getting another one of these in. Maybe I will later, but I don't think so. So, this will be it for me until next week. And we'll see you next time.